afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and also a Patreon with lots of exclusive pick a cards, collective readings, live streams, and content over there. If you're interested in either of those, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the links for that. But for this pick a card reading, you guys are here for the January 2022 reading. I cannot believe I am saying January 2022. This past year of 2021, at the time of my filming, this is what, December 14th, I believe? Yeah. So I can't believe it. Wow, here we are. This year went by so fast, at least for me. Maybe not for you, but for me, holy goodness. But if you are new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on piles number 1, 2, or 3, and if more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages in each pile for you. But once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. Please remember though, you guys, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, your situation, and just leave the rest behind. If you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, my email is in the description below. But without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, for group number 1, or those of you who selected this yellow flower, we're going to find out what you can expect for the month of January 2022. And I just want to start this off by saying that 2022 is a universal year number 6. 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 equals 6. 222. You may be seeing a lot of 222 this year. I know I've already been seeing it in 2021 a lot myself, but this is a number of balance, of harmony, of nurturing, of that mothering of your own inner child. This is about internal shifts that will soon be reflected in the external as well. This is about self-love. This is about self-care. So these are all great things to focus on for you in 2022. So let's figure out, we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards and then get additional guidance from your oracle cards, what you can expect for 2022. January specifically. January 2022. All right, group number 1. First question I have to ask, who hurt you? Who hurt you? What's going on? For your month of January 2022, for the overall energy here, we have the 6 of Swords. Doesn't necessarily mean that someone hurt you, but for some of you, this is you moving on from something that did hurt you, or something that you are just really not feeling anymore. You're ready to go in a new direction. This could have to do with something online, or spending more time online, marketing yourself, branding yourself. The 6 of Swords does deal with the internet and connections you make with people on internet communication, but also healing. This is a major card of healing. So going on a healing journey. Maybe you are dedicating 2022 or January 2022 to your healing journey. Maybe you're doing a lot of self-love, self-care. Maybe you're really hyped up about a New Year's resolution or something like that, that you are really excited to go a new direction in life. But for the past energy coming in from December, November, maybe even as far back as October, we have here the Hermit card. So you guys have been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of introspection already, a lot of self-research, self-study. Maybe you've looked into your astrology, your human design. You've just wanted to learn how to remove your money blocks, or maybe just doing a lot of healing and reprogramming your subconscious mind. I mean, all of these things can be associated with both the Hermit and the 6 of Swords. When you combine them together, it's a chef's kiss, beautiful energy of healing and leveling yourself up from the inside out. And some of you may have even started doing a new diet, exercise routine, just wanting to live a more full and complete and happy life. And I really do see you continuing this trend into this month of January 2022, because you have the High Sage, which is in this deck. This is the High Priestess. So yes, really leveling up your spiritual gifts, your spiritual abilities, really focusing on that internal journey, these internal shifts. And by internal, I mean mostly like on a subconscious level, on a soul level, on an emotional level, but that doesn't mean you're not seeing results or effects out in your actual material world, like around your home. This could look like you being a bit more of a homebody in January, and also just wanting to kind of make your space more uniquely you, or redecorating, rebranding your home, your space, redecorating. I know at this time of year, a lot of people are maybe taking down their holiday ornaments and stuff, and holiday decor. But this is just refreshing the energy of your internal self and the external world as well. Just around your home, maybe giving your car a nice clean out as well, because our cars are kind of like our homes on wheels. But this is about really leaning into the more soul or spiritual aspect of yourself and allowing that to come forward this month of January. It's beautiful energy. So toward the end of January, going into February, the energy that's really playing out here, we have the Eight of Swords. So there may be other people that are like, hey, come hang out with us. You never want to do anything. And you're like, well, I'm busy. I'm doing things. And maybe just coming up against even limiting beliefs within yourself, but just realizing that a lot of people, friends, family members, maybe even people that live with you, just aren't quite on the same wavelength as you, and it does cause a little bit, or maybe for some of you, a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of worry that, what if I'm outgrowing these people? Don't worry. Don't hold yourself back to try to maintain this friendship or that relationship or this job or this situation, whatever it is for you. This is your soul here this month calling you to step forward, to step up your spiritual game. And if other people can't hang with that, you know, maybe you're kind of going more into hermit mode again, but the people that are meant to be in your life, wild horses could not drag them away. And sometimes we do have kind of an ebb and flow in relationships, and it's okay sometimes to be more introspective and more self-focused, and not to start beating yourself up for all of this time and effort and attention you've given your internal environment, but also, you know, balancing that out with that universal year number 6 of 2022, making sure you are still checking in with those you love and not completely hermiting yourself away to where you completely lose contact with those you love. At least check in once in a while. If they cross your mind, that's a good indication that maybe they're thinking of you, or that your internal reality is saying, hey, why don't you give them a call? So if someone crosses your mind, instead of thinking, oh, I'll just do that later, you know, just reach out and say, hey, I'm a little busy right now, but I just wanted to say hi. You know, that's quick little, 10-second text. By the time you open your phone with your passcode, you open your texting, you find the person, you write out what you want, you send the text, less than 30 seconds. So we all have time to at least let those we love know that we care about them. And just staying out of beating yourself up, because this can be a card about feeling stuck or lost or just directionless at times. So just seek that inner compass and you won't feel so lost toward the end of the month going into February. But for your best path to follow here, we have the Sovereign of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. So really leaning and relying on your intuition, your gut instincts. This will lead the way for you, especially concerning other people, or, you know, big decisions you need to make in life, or do I stay, do I go at a job, a relationship, a situation. Trusting and knowing that your intuition knows exactly what's up with this is the best path for you to follow. Is just trust your gut, trust your intuition. Maybe for some of you, this is listening to a friend or family member. Could be a mom, a sister, a friend, a coworker, a boss that's a more motherly, loving energy. They could be a water sign, which would be your Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. They don't necessarily have to be, but they do come toward you with a very divine, feminine, nurturing energy, whoever this person in your life is. And they have some really bang on amazing advice. And your best path to follow would be to actually listen to their advice and really run it through your gut check, right? Your intuition, and just see that, yeah, I think she's right. This really resonates. If this is not a female, this is just a more masculine energy that's showing up with their divine feminine as kind of the front center, or someone who's on the more sensitive side and isn't afraid to show emotion. That's really important when you have the Queen of Cups involved. So for your wish coming true this month, we have the Sovereign of Wands, which is the King of Wands. So you guys, your wish coming true is you are that authority figure, that leader that you've been looking for in your life. It doesn't mean you can't have other, supportive people loving and guiding you along the way. It doesn't mean that at all. What it really means is that maybe some of these loving guidance, or this loving guidance from people, has really allowed you to step into that leadership role of your own life, and you're like, yeah, I can do this. I can do hard things. I can heal. I can break out of my shell. I can break out of these limiting beliefs. I can keep going, and I'm going to do amazing things. And maybe even writing affirmations on sticky notes and putting them up on your little mirror, or, somewhere where you can see them and repeat them, like almost on loop. And here's a little hot tip. Anytime that I see a YouTube advertisement, instead of clicking that, if it's like under 30 seconds or something, instead of clicking skip, I will just take the time of that advertisement. I've programmed myself to do this now, so I don't even go to the skip. I just will, for 30 seconds or 15 seconds, however long the ad is, some of them are only 5 seconds, I will just say positive affirmations to myself. And it has really changed the game for me. Not only am I not annoyed and like, oh, where's the skip? Where's the skip? Because I realize that people's ads, that is what puts, keeps the lights on for people like me and other content creators. So I try really hard not to skip ads if I can help it. But just using that time to check back in with myself and say, you are worthy, you are good enough. You are successful. I love you. Just really positive things, whatever resonates for you. Those are just a couple off the cuff that I just thought of. But saying these things to yourself out loud or just in your head, you can really shift your vibration throughout the day. And it could be anything. It could be stopping at a red light. It could be going pee. I mean, things that you do frequently enough that you can kind of reprogram yourself kind of with something you have to do anyway, like say going to the bathroom. If you're going to the bathroom a few times a day, you might as well really get the most out of that time, am I right? I know that sounds so weird and gross, but Spirit is just saying, like, you sit on the toilet a few times a day, you might as well. Oh, Spirit is just so much fun. Okay, so for the outcome, we have the Death card, and I'm gonna get some clarifiers on this because I don't want to just leave us hanging with, oh, there's a death. Because death does not always have to mean physical death, but it does mean a major transition of one way of being to another, or one state of being to another, something like that. So, rebirth energy, death and rebirth. But let's just go ahead and clear this deck and go ahead and get, I'm going to say 2 clarifiers to really paint a picture of what this is for the outcome of your January 2022. So we have the 7 of Swords, so this could be some deception, maybe the ending of a relationship or a friendship. We got the Queen of Pentacles as well. Involving a more divine feminine energy or a female, doesn't always have to be female, but someone who is possibly an entrepreneur, somebody who is very good with finances, somebody that could sometimes be a little materialistic, but you may feel deceived by this person, or like you're not worthy of their attention, or there's just something going on in the energy where you are shifting from, and for someone specifically, I'm seeing one female boss leaving, that more Queen of Pentacles energy is leaving, and then the Queen of Cups energy is coming in. It doesn't have to actually be a female, but someone embodying these Queen of Pentacles vibes is leaving the job, and then someone embodying more Queen of Cups vibes is coming in, if that makes sense. If you work for yourself, maybe this is just a shift of the energy from being more money mindset oriented or materialistic in your business to being more feeling and emotional about, I want to do something more emotionally fulfilling. So maybe just leaving one job, instead of the boss leaving, maybe you are the one leaving one career or one job and going in another direction. This also could look like spiritual awakening. I'm not going to lie, because with this 8 of Swords here, this is shifting or feeling stuck in a belief system. But with all this other good stuff, you've got all these spiritual cards and healing you've got around this, you could be breaking out of the matrix, so to speak, or breaking out of limiting beliefs. And at first, you almost have to grieve the death of what you once thought reality was. I mean, think of when you first awoken spiritually, if you have. If you haven't, just stick with me. A lot of the ways you thought the world operated and ran, with the elites and, the systems, the governments, you thought, okay, these are for the people have a choice and a decision. And then when you awaken, you realize that couldn't be further from the truth. There is the perceived illusion of choice because both things are chosen, or if it's one thing against another, both are actually selected. And sometimes you have to do a bit of a grieving process to leave what you once knew and move into something new. Even if it feels better in the new area, there's still a bittersweet or kind of a, I don't know, a silver lining tone to whatever you are leaving behind in January or at the end of January. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your oracle cards out. Okay, it doesn't look too pretty, but at least we can see most of what's going on. I think I can remember what was underneath, that if we have to refer back, it's there, it's available. So first off, we've got, with these astrology cards, we've got the number 41, which adds up to 5. So big changes coming in your third house of communication. The way you communicate, the way you show up, maybe withdrawing some communication if you're someone who over communicates with certain people in your life. Also, third house and 6 of Swords are very connected because the third house does rule over the internet or social media or media at large. Filming, broadcasting, all of this is associated with the third house. But then we also have the 11th house of community, which adds up here. We got 49, which adds up to a 13, which adds up to 4. So stable, new beginnings with your community or people that you are connecting with. And even very specifically, people that you are connected to online. Maybe you're finding soul family members. You're, like I call my soul family that I've found on my various channels and platforms, we call them the High Vibe Tribe. Just finding those like-minded individuals, or maybe you are kind of more curating your community or the people you hang out with. Maybe certain people just aren't vibing with you anymore with some of this energy we got under here with the tarot. And you are maybe not like going face to face to them and saying, yeah, I've moved on from your energy, I'm over here now. Like, it just more kind of, I don't know, it's like you guys kind of just dissolve, or things just kind of go apart, and you know, you don't have to worry about having a big come into Jesus moment with someone usually. For some of you though, that could be one particular person you are having to have this connection, communication with, to let them know why you're choosing what you're choosing, especially if this is someone close to you or someone you have to see all the time. Just trying to ignore or kind of phase out of their life won't work in that regard. So using your intuition to really feel into what this means for you. But for most of you, I really see this as a good thing of you just really expanding your communication with your network, your friends, your family, your soul family even. Also, we have the pleasure card. So making sure with all of this healing and work that you're doing this month that you are taking some time to have some fun, do things that are pleasurable to you. To me, this is very self-care vibes and very wish fulfillment vibes, very 9 of Cups mixed with just 6 of Swords, really, because healing, I really see you taking care of yourself and really nurturing yourself. Best path to follow, you got the Queen of Cups, which is all about that motherly, nurturing, loving, emotionally fulfilling energy. And that could be you playing that motherly role for your own inner child, which we kind of touched on earlier. But then we have the Voyage card as well. So some of you, with a lot of this energy underlying here, this could look like doing some sort of staycation or solo vacation where you're going alone. You don't even have to leave like your town or anything, but maybe just getting an Airbnb or something for the weekend and just having like a very connected high priestess kind of solo / soul gathering just with yourself, your guides, your angels, and really doing some soul searching and seeking. But I also see someone wanting to connect with water, whether this is in a bathtub or out in nature. I know in the northern hemisphere, it's a little cold to be just out swimming. It's not as pleasurable, but there is a lady here on YouTube named Yona Yinton. Her name is spelled J, Yona Yinton, the J is silent. She is from Sweden, I do believe, and she will cut a hole in the ice that's like this thick and give herself a nice ice bath and then walk all the way back from the lake to her house. Like, she is a rock star. So, you know, maybe doing some extreme things like that, but if that's not very pleasurable for you, I don't see that in your future, but this is about you voyaging, maybe some internal voyages as well. Dream travel, astral travel, lucid dreaming, really deep and in-depth meditations, or even waking visions. This can look like that as well. I'm getting chills now on the crown, so there's some crown chakra activation for sure going on for you guys this month with this High Priestess and the Voyage card combined, yes. But we also have the Protection card, Call Back Your Power, Cut the Cords, and Soul Retrieval. Yes, so for some of you, this is you cutting cords from somebody or something in your life and protecting your energy. If this isn't someone that's coming to your intuition right now, this just may be more of a, I don't know, collective energy, and it may not be a message specifically for you. But those of you that do have one or more people in mind that, yeah, that person's draining me, that person, I just need to kick them to the curb, or, you know, whatever it is for you, use your intuition, but you need to call back your power, especially in those instances where you feel powerless or very, you know, below this card, 8 of Swords energy, where you feel stuck or bound to someone or to something, because a lot of times I will call that 8 of Swords the lower octave of the Devil card. But this is you retrieving your soul, cutting cords from the past or places and people you don't want association with anymore, and even using maybe grounding and protecting crystals to help you through this transition. But then we have the Crumbling, so this is a very Tower moment energy as well. Pairing that up with the Death card, this is very transformational and very powerful. But I'm hearing, I got major chills on the Crown again, but what I'm hearing is this is for your highest good. This isn't something that's serving you that's leaving your life. This is something that has been weighing you down and you know it. If you can't think of anything off the top of your head that's been weighing you down and you know it, then this is going to be a much milder and much more gentle tower. This is something you're detonating yourself. Like, oh, that bowling league that I'm part of, yeah, I don't really feel like signing up again, so I'm just not going to do it. It could look as simple as that if nothing's like boom, 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 like, you know, alarm bells on your tower moment radar. But those of you who are really going through some major upheavals in your life and in relationships and stuff, this is just asking you, because this tower is falling, this is asking you, what are you clinging on to? What are you trying to hold on to that is actually a detriment to your life rather than serving your highest good? And allowing that with love to crumble away, because it's going to crumble away anyway. But the tighter we cling on to something, the harder and more rough the transition from one place or state of being to another is going to be. So releasing what's not yours, because anything that is yours or meant for you, nothing could keep it away. Nothing could keep it away. Just remind yourself of that. No matter how much our egos or even our hearts want something, sometimes it's just maybe we've had our time, or our run with it is over, or it's just not meant for us right now, but we'll be back. I mean, it's gonna vary different for each of you. But then with our self-care messages here, we have love, and these have such cute little things on the back that I actually want to read this. We've got the love card. Everyone's got their hands up in that V for victory, as I'm always talking about over here. But it says, love people, love them with all your heart. Just be sure to love yourself first. Can I get an amen? That's what we've been talking about this whole time, and I got chills on the Crown again. Wow, this is so powerful. Your guides are very powerful, and they are very close to you right now. So call on them anytime you need help or guidance or a sense of direction or just a shoulder to cry on. Your guides are begging you to reach out to them more. We also have the Listen card, and this person is comforting their friend. So maybe you are going to be that shoulder to cry on. Maybe you are going to be this Queen of Cups in other people's lives and just really be like in your counselor mode or your therapist or mom mode with a lot of friends and family and people you know. But it says people start to heal the moment they feel heard. And I think for some of you, this is you hearing yourself as well. It doesn't even include other incarnated people. This is you hearing the cry, the call of your inner self, of your soul this month. And you will start to heal when you can finally listen in and listen to this voice within you that is crying out for help. And that voice a lot of times is that inner child that we have sequestered or locked away. You're bringing it back on deck, group number 1. And oh my goodness, I'm looking up at my clock. I've got less than a minute before my 30-minute timer on my camera runs out. So we just came in under the radar. I just wanted to say Feel free to share any stories. If you're excited about what you've seen here, if you're worried about it, we can kind of be, you know, Queen of Cups therapists and helpers in the comments. I love how supportive you guys are of each other. And as always, you guys, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative, also over on my live stream channel and my Patreon. Links for both of those are in the description below. And also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my email can also be found in the description. All right, I love each and every one of you, and have a beautiful and blessed January. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who selected this hot pink flower, this is going to be your prediction or your message for the month of January 2022. And I just want to start this off by saying that 2022 is a universal year number 6. 2 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 equals 6. 222. You may be seeing a lot of 222 this year. I know I've already been seeing it in 2021 a lot myself. But this is a number of balance, of harmony, of nurturing, of that mothering of your own inner child. This is about internal shifts that will soon be reflected in the external as well. This is about self-love. This is about self-care. So these are all great things to focus on for you in 2022. All right, so first we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards and then get additional guidance from your oracle cards. All right, so for the overall or underlying energies of January 2022, we have here the 10 of Swords. And I know, not a great card to have as underlying energy. I actually do want to pull a clarifier on it just to get some guidance about it. Anything we need to know about this underlying energy specifically for group 2, please, Spirit. Knight of Swords. So this is something you can easily and quickly move through, which is good news. This is good news about this overall energy here. I don't know, I might just lay that right on top. So for this 10 of Swords, yeah, you may feel a lot of times throughout this month of January that things are dire, things are stressful, things are just a little too much. But just allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling in the moment and look to the brighter things that you have going on, the more positive things, because then you can easily shift your energy out of this doom and gloom scenario and move on to something that's actually going to serve you. Of course, these emotions or these things that you're going through are coming up so you can level yourself up. Everything that is happening in this world is happening for you rather than to you, but a lot of times we say, oh, this is happening to me, why am I being punished, why is God so mean, you know, all the things we say. But really, this is for our highest good and our highest growth. So these energies, these emotions, these whatever crazy instances in your life are happening so that you can move yourself or navigate yourself in a direction that is better serving you. Because what we have here for the past energies coming in, the card that was kind of on top as you selected your pile, we have here, and this is from like December, November, maybe even as far back as October 2021, we've got the Devil card here. The Devil energy. And, you know, it doesn't have to look as crazy and feel as crazy as what we would envision the Devil to look like. This could be just, you know, really leaning into bad habits and saying, oh, I'll do that later. A lot of procrastination can also come with the Devil. A lot of limiting beliefs or thinking a lot of people are out to get you, especially pairing it up with this 10 of Swords. There's a lot of mental and internal things going on that actually aren't reality, but a lot of times our egos or those internal voices within us will take one little thread of someone standing us up or, you know, just something not going our way and go on like a downward spiral about how horrendous our life is and how horrible the people in our lives are and just, you know, all the things. And this is really helping you with this Knight of Swords to, I mean, this can escalate things very quickly or you can de-escalate it very quickly. The choice is yours this month. So if you're going to let this 10 of Swords take you on a downward spiral very quickly, or if you're going to pull yourself out of that downward spiral very quickly, the choice will be yours. So just be very mindful. And that's why I love to do these predictions ahead of time, so that you are mindful that this energy has a very big potential to happen, so that you can maybe completely avoid that Ten of Swords underlying energy, or if you do see it coming, you're like, ah, not so fast. I see you. I can see you right there. So we're going this way. We're going around that craziness, and you get to your destination or the actual good things in life much quicker than if you had to weed and go down through that downward spiral through all the craziness, the mud and the muck. But yes, for your month of January 2022, present energies, we've got the Anchor, which in this deck is actually the Emperor. So this is finding new structure and new stability, being that leader in your own life. Some of you for the first time in a while, because again, I keep hearing life happens to me, not for me. But this month you're realizing, no, it's the other way around. All these horrible things have been pointing me in a different direction or trying to reroute me, or you know, when you have your navigation set on in your car and you're driving and you miss a turn, it will instantly try to reroute you. And a lot of times the rerouting sometimes can feel like a big wild goose chase. And sometimes your inner compass, your own authority knows better than that navigation of what other people are telling you to do. And also spirit can help guide and navigate you, but what we need to do is ask spirit to help us when we are feeling lost or stuck or out of control in some way, or life is out of control in some way. We can ask spirit to help guide the way and help us feel that authority within ourselves, and spirit will always deliver. So just leaning on your own spiritual guidance, your own spiritual compass, rather than seeking that in other people or external ways. A lot of times you're taking your power back. This is what this is representing this month. You are taking your power back, and there is no going back to being a victim or that powerless creature that maybe you had felt in December, November, and October, because all that craziness that you have been through these past few months has actually helped shape you, kind of like that diamond in the rough. But when that diamond is shaped and crafted and ground down into its beautiful majesty, that's what's been going on with you. You've been polished and ground into the shape of your true shining, your true calling in this life, your soul mission. This is huge, because the end of January going into February, March, maybe even as far out as April, you've got the Magician. This is so freaking powerful. Pairing it up with this Emperor here, this Anchor card. Wow, you guys, do not let all of this other stuff going on in the reading detour you, because it's actually helping let you know how powerful and freaking majestic you guys are, okay? So don't let this devil energy continue to drag you down, or this Ten of Swords energy continue to drag you down, because you are exiting the matrix. I just heard you are working your way to exit the matrix and create a whole new reality where you are the leader and in control and in charge of your own life and who is in it and what happens. Of course, we are co-creators with the universe, so we can't control everything and everyone outside of us. The only thing we really do have control over is ourselves. But when we can control our own reactions to things and know that things are happening for us rather than to us, we can completely shift the paradigm that we are currently experiencing, almost on a dime. So just make sure that you are really leaning into your own power structure rather than thinking you are powerless, and that will really, really help you. Because your best path to follow this month, you have the Tower. Oh my God, the best path to follow is to crumble my life? No. Only the parts of your life that you know are not serving you. And this is the power here. With your best path to follow, having the Tower here, this is actually masterful. This is amazing, because the Magician knows exactly what needs to go and what needs to stay. And that Magician energy you're embodying, I'm really seeing like January 17th through the end of January into February, March, April, kind of rippling out like that. From January 17th on, there's something that happens with a shift in your energy to where you are realizing, okay, I'm in charge. I'm in charge around here. I'm in control of how I feel and what's going on in my life. And I don't like this, and I don't like that, and I don't like that, and that person over there is looking at me weird. I'm not having this anymore. So you are taking this Magician's wand and pointing it at the things that are no longer serving you, and you are detonating your own Tower moments. Or moment. It could just be one thing for some of you. It could be lots of little things for others of you. This could be as simple as just getting a hold or a handle of your morning and night routines, or, you know, clearing clutter off your counter, or changing a lot of little bad habits to really integrate a more cohesive and good habit tracking system. Like maybe you even create a habit tracker in your daily planner or your journal or something where you can actually track your good habits and make sure you're not really leaning on those bad habits anymore. This could come in the form of, because this is a January 2022 reading, could come in the form of some sort of resolution you're setting for yourself. But the fact that your best path to follow here is the Tower, this lets me know there's something, someone, or some situation in your life that is no longer serving you, and you already know it. You know it right in this moment. So if there's nothing that's coming or sparking to your intuition in this moment, then just let it marinate, because it's in your subconscious mind. It will come to the surface. But I have a feeling most of you who selected this pile, you're like, yeah, I know it means this, and I know it means that, and that, and that. For many of you, there are lots of things that you want to shift and change about your life. You just haven't, until now, really known how to go about that because you felt stuck or under someone else's control, or like the finances weren't there, or whatever it was with this devil energy from the past. But you're coming into your own this month, and this is so powerful to set the stage on such a beautiful and masterful foot, you guys. I'm wondering, I haven't seen any of the cards in group 3, but I'm wondering, those of you who normally select group 3, if you haven't just decided to select group 2 this time, because I'm feeling group 3 vibes. And by group 3, I don't mean the group 3 in this particular reading, but like as an overall on my channel, group 3 tends to be the ones that take on, bite off a little more than they can chew, and usually I'm right there with you guys. I am usually a group number 3 myself. So I'm really feeling my own energy in this as well. So I'm right there with you guys if you selected this, and tend to trend toward selecting group 3 in my readings. I'm really feeling you guys here. I'm feeling you. So if that is you, let me know below, because I always love to see who resonates with that. That's so interesting. But yes, detonating our own tower moments is so powerful and masterful, and we are here for it. That's what we came to do, is detonate our own towers rather than have those towers crumble beneath our feet without us having any fair warning. This is what's powerful, having this in this position, is you're the one detonating. This isn't happening just out from under you without any precognition about it. No, you guys know what's up, and you're the ones creating this change in your life. And tower moments don't always have to be destructive. They can be very, very constructive, and that's what you guys are doing. So for your wish coming true is the Ace of Coins, Ace of Pentacles. I am in love with this because, you guys, you are planting new seeds. And I know in the Northern Hemisphere, it's winter time. It's like, who plants seeds in the winter, Amanda? Come on, get with it. I know, I feel you. But maybe these seeds are gonna lie dormant for just a hot minute because you are finding your power. You're realizing, hey, I'm a seed and I have all this potential within me. Where before you didn't even know, you thought, oh, I'm just this empty seed with nothing. No, you're realizing the amount of power within this seed. And you are going to sow that seed and fertilize and water and nurture and give sunlight to that seed until you finally, I'm seeing April of 2022, you're really going to start seeing this seed that you're planting this month of January. Could be a new business idea, could be a project you're working on, could be the beginning of a new relationship, or just you just completely revising your life in any capacity and every capacity you can imagine. And by April, you're going to start really seeing the results of these seeds you're planting in this month. Oh, you guys are so powerful. Thank you so much for coming here. I just love vibing in your energy. You guys are here to change your lives and the lives of others in a very masterful and powerful way. This is helping inspire others even to get with their own growth and their own ascension process. And I have chills from my head to my toes right now, you guys. This is so powerful. Wow, thank you for coming here and sharing your energy. I really love you guys. Wow. Then we have the Three of Wands as your outcome for the month of January 2022. This is all about you taking action on all of those plans and, devices that you've had going on behind the scenes. You are taking action. And some of you may even be taking a trip, or maybe even planning a trip, not quite taking it yet, but I'm seeing a lot of mind tripping, as in, in your dream state or in your meditation, maybe even in your waking state, you're having waking visions. We did get a little bit of that going on, or a lot of bit of that going on in group 1 as well. But yeah, you guys are really taking your spiritual gifts and your power to the streets. That's what this is indicating for January. All right, let's get some additional guidance from your oracle cards. All right, wow, group 2. I can't believe this. Yes, we've got the 7th house. This is relationship house. This is, you know, first house is us, and then seventh house is everyone that's not us. It could represent everybody, but most specifically for a lot of people, this does also represent your spouse or your significant other if you have one. And we've got the number 45 here, which adds up to 9. So some of you, don't get worried, don't get scared, but some of you are closing out cycles within your significant relationship or those relationships that you feel closest to, the people closest to you. This is closing out a cycle within that relationship. It doesn't mean the relationship itself is done, but toxic or negative cycles within the relationship. You are repairing or healing or finding new ways of operating within this relationship. Others of you that are detonating your own tower this month are the one wanting to break up with someone or something. It doesn't just have to be a significant other. This could be a job as well, a business partner, someone who you had a plan with to do something, and now you're saying, no, I don't want to do this anymore. We also have another very powerful card here with the Imam Coli, and I never know if I'm saying that right, but basically this is the IC in your Western birth chart, or the roots, your where you began, where you came from, your more internal life. And the roots, your family lineage. Some of you may be breaking up with a family member, a toxic family member. You are just cutting cords, cutting ties, and saying you're not going to abuse me anymore. And you're leaving this behind. You have a new beginning here with this 38, which adds up to an 11, which is awakening and partnership, partnering up with yourself, your guides, your angels, or those in your life that are very beneficial to you, and leaving behind those toxicities. Maybe even overcoming childhood traumas and wounds, because that's where you can see a lot of that indicated, or what happened in the childhood, and you are repairing or detonating things within your subconscious mind, or what we deem as the past. You are overcoming and healing a lot of this stuff, or just moving past it, releasing it, I heard as well, because we have the transformation card. Oh my gosh, yes, absolutely, but you're in charge of this transformation. You're feeling those urges to get into that chrysalis or to pop out of that chrysalis, whatever phase you're in. You're feeling those internal soul-guided urges to move to the next logical thing that is best for your highest good. And you are not wasting any time this month. You are getting right to it, you guys. You are leaving this devil energy and embodying this emperor energy this month, and you're kicking ass and taking names. That's what you're doing this month. You're not wasting any time. But just know, those soul urgings I was just talking about, they are divinely guided. Your guidance is divinely guided with this Akasha card here. You guys know what's up. You know what's best for you from the inside out. It's a soul calling. You're hearing this call from inside rather than someone outside of you is telling you you need to do this or you need to do that. Maybe someone's saying, hey, you should try this, spark something within you, but it's not that person that was the complete catalyst for what this is. Spirit sent said person to you, or said situation, or whatever it is, to you for you to get that internal memo, so to speak. So just know that your guidance this month, your intuition is on point. Your guidance is divinely guided this month and really always, but this guidance you're getting as kind of earth angels or people sent to give you that beautiful loving guidance, or tough love maybe. For some of you, you're getting a dose of tough love, or maybe you're just realizing this on the inside as well. But of course, it's always realized on the inside, but maybe you're not seeing any specific external source that's triggering this for you, which is totally fine. It could just be coming from within completely, which absolutely. It's like a self-implosion, that detonation of the tower. You're imploding from the root all the way up because you're planting new seeds, you guys. You are planting new seeds. Yes, you are. Then we have the simplicity card. So take it easy on yourself because you have a lot going on internally. You may feel like a lazy bones kind of on the outside, or maybe people are like, oh, you don't really do much, do you? It's like, leave me alone. I'm in the process of healing and detonating my towers and leveling up, and just, if anyone is trying to call you out for not doing enough on the external, just tell them to have a good day. Like, I said good day. Just don't let it affect you, because you are coming out of that double energy feeling guilty for your own transformation, for your own leveling up. This is a long time coming for you guys, and you should not have to feel guilty for taking care of yourself first and foremost. Simplify your life. This could look like getting rid of a lot of things on your schedule. Saying no. This could be simple as saying no when someone asks you to go to lunch and you're like, there's just no way. There's just no way. Don't lead them on. Just tell them, I would love to go to lunch with you, but this week is just not a good week. Or just simply say, no, thank you. You know, whatever resonates most for you. But you don't have to make excuses or come up with a reason why you don't want to do something. Just you not wanting to do it is enough. And people need to start respecting that better in this world. I really wish that would be a thing. But a lot of times we overanalyze and over-explain why we can't do something or why we wish to do something, and really there is no justification needed. If your soul or your heart is wanting something and it's not hurting anyone and it's not hurting you especially too, why not do it? Why not allow yourself that space to take care of yourself? We also have awakening. So yes, major spiritual awakening, major level ups going on for you guys this month. Awakening, energetic upgrades, and a new way of being, and integration. So this is just the beginning of something new. Even if you've been on a spiritual path for a very long time, there are new energies coming into this planet every single day and infiltrating your very cellular structure every single day. And these energies are elevating and elevating and elevating and elevating, so we can integrate these energies. If we just got all these energies at once, we would physically die, expire. Our bodies would expire because it's just too much. It's a process. It's a transformation. The caterpillar can't instantly turn into the butterfly. There is a kind of, integration period of that chrysalis phase that this butterfly needs to experience before, or the caterpillar needs to experience before it can become the butterfly. And that's exactly what you're doing. You're allowing yourself, I'm seeing like Four of Swords, like taking care of yourself, resting, recuperating, rejuvenating, not allowing other people to tell you what you should be doing when you know better within yourself. You're your authority, not some person outside of you. Wow. And those energetic upgrades, you're going to really be feeling them. So please take care of your body. And these are the self-care messages. We have needs and body. So let's see. Body needs, and your body needs attention, I just heard. Your body deserves your love. Yes, love your body. Even if your body isn't where you wished it would be as far as weight and shape and just whatever it is. Hair color, eye color, skin color, whatever. Whatever your hang-ups are about yourself, love yourself anyway. Because when you can love your body and realize that your soul chose this specific body with this hair color, this eye color, this skin tone, this body shape, this disability, if you have any, whatever is going on, and I have major chills now, this is you just being okay with you. For the first time, some of you ever, you're getting access to that love of your body that you have never felt, or maybe it's been a very many years since you felt this love of your body. Because children, I mean, think of very young children, they're not sitting there nickel and diming all of their flaws, ever. They usually are like, I'm beautiful. Like they hear that from their parents or friends or family, like, oh, you're just so cute, you're so beautiful, you're so smart, you're so amazing. And they believe it because it's true. But it's, a lot of those adolescent years, and we start growing up and we hear mean things, and we're, programmed through media and movies and advertising to believe we're not good enough anymore. But you guys are coming back home to the fact that I've been good the whole time. I just didn't believe it. And you may not be 100% there, but again, we're planting seeds this month. So any of you with body issues of any kind, give yourself a hug right now. Even if you don't have any perceived body issues, there may be some subconsciously hiding in the shadows. Let's just do this together. Just big hug all the way back as far as you can touch on your back. Love yourself. You chose this body, remember that. This is the exact and most specific body that you chose to incarnate, to have the exact experience your soul wanted to have on this planet, and that's so powerful, you guys. So love yourselves, love your body. Allow your body to be this physical vessel that your soul rides around in this incarnation. It's so powerful and beautiful. Then we have the needs card. Do you need more time to yourself? I think some of you, the answer is a big resounding yes. A break from thinking too much. Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's see. A kind encounter with a friend. Your needs matter. It's time to honor them. So those of you, that early example about not having lunch with a friend, maybe some of you do need lunch with a friend, or to have someone to talk to, and just realize that everything's going to be okay, because we can't be islands. We are meant to, have relationships. You have the 7th house card. So you're not meant to be a complete hermit out in the woods just doing nothing with other people. You're meant to be sharing your life with others. There are those ebbs and flows of life and times where there does need to be a bit of a, separation or hermit energy where you can recharge yourself and be in that hermit phase or that chrysalis. But you still should be balancing that out. With 2022 being that universal year number 6, balance is the name of the game here. Balancing that out with introspection and then hanging out with others, being in others' energy, and then bringing your energy home to yourself. It's all a balancing act, and you guys are custom made to do this. You got this. Group 2, you got this. I know you do. And I'm going to shout you out in the comments. Let me know if you selected Group 2, what you thought, any stories you want to share. We all love to just vibe with each other in the comments. You guys are amazing. And thanks again so much, Group 2, for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you right here back at the Den Creative, also over on my live stream channel and my Patreon. I hope to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, or those of you who selected this blue and white flower, this is going to be your prediction or your message for January of 2022. And I just want to start this off by saying that 2022 is a universal year number 6. 2 + 2 + 0 + 2 = 6. 222. You may be seeing a lot of 222 this year. I know I've already been seeing it in 2021 a lot myself, but this is a number of balance, of harmony, of nurturing, of that mothering of your own inner child. This is about internal shifts that will soon be reflected in the external as well. This is about self-love. This is about self-care. So these are all great things to focus on for you in 2022. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards and then get additional guidance from your oracle cards. So group number 3 for the overall energy of January 2022, you guys have the Seeker of Coins. And this is going to be your Page of Pentacles energy. So this is you taking that Ace of Pentacles and deciding to make something with it. Create something new. You're starting something new this month. And this has the potential to really go the distance, but it's new energy. You could even be working with children or your own children or just something you're very new at. This is very new and youthful energy that you are bringing to everything you do and coming at it from a place of beginner. Even if it's like, I'm really seeing like your spiritual journey laid out in front of me. Even if you've been on this spiritual path for quite a while, there's something going on this month of January that is really putting you in the beginner's mindset or the beginner's seat again, which is actually such a gift because a lot of times when we master something, we are very set in the way we do things or we're set in the way we believe things to be. But when we're in that beginner's mindset, like anything is possible. I mean, limitless potential with that. So really take this energy and run with it this month in everything you do. Just have this beginner's mindset with everything you do, even if it's something you're used to doing all the time. Maybe trying to do something a new way. I'm actually seeing like someone in a long-term relationship, like years long, like years long. And instead of throwing the relationship away because things have shifted and changed and you've shifted and changed so much, this is you shifting and changing the dynamic within the relationship so that the relationship can actually blossom and unfold along with you and your partner rather than just leaving this person in the dust. But for others of you, this is you realizing you've outgrown a lot of things and you're ready to start something new. So maybe you are leaving a relationship or a job or a place or a location or a situation. You're leaving that behind because you're starting something new and it's exciting. But for the past energies coming in hot from December, November, maybe even as far back as October of 2021, we've got the Two of Cups. So this is soulmate vibes. This is you and another person really connecting deeply. So maybe some of you have met a soul family member, a soulmate, a significant other that you have started dating, and it really felt good. It really felt good in those moments, and it may be continuing to feel good for some of you. For others of you, maybe not so much, but we're getting into that. But if it still feels good at the time of your watching this, then those later messages of maybe it not feeling so good are probably not for you. So use your discretion, because again, general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. Because sometimes I see like vast spectrums of different people, different situations, different scenarios have chosen. And I think of all 3 piles, in this January, you guys are the most varied. So maybe this whole reading isn't going to completely resonate, but I think the points that do will really hit home. So if that makes sense. Okay, so then for your current conditions, the month of January 2022, you have the Six of Wands. So there is victory here. There is recognition for hard work paying off. People are really seeing you. You're seeing a rainbow after a storm. I'm really seeing this in your career or maybe your financial outlook. Things are just looking a lot better come January of 2022. I actually see someone who's been looking and praying and begging to hopefully find a house to buy. You find it this month. It's coming to you. Your hands are open. You're ready to receive. The universe is recognizing, hey, you were wanting to settle for this other house that got sold out from under you, and this house that got sold out from under you, and this house that got sold out from under you. Well, here's your perfect house. There's a reason all those got sold out from under you, because this one is meant for you and it wasn't available yet, but now it is. So here you go, silver platter, person watching right now. It doesn't have to be a house. It could be whatever situation is for you. But for one person specifically, I'm seeing this is actually a house. You've already moved out of the house you just left, and you're kind of like, oh no, we need a house. Well, you're getting your house. You're getting the house. Great house. Great house. I just felt like Donald Trump. Great house. Excellent house. Oh my gosh. I don't watch the news or anything, but, you know, things get through. Things filter through. So give me some grace. But yes, this is victory. It doesn't have to be a house like I was saying in that example. It could be recognition at a job, or you starting your own business, or your, I don't know, social media or your YouTube channel or something taking off, and you're finally, all that hard work you've put in the past, the battles that you fought through to get where you are, you're finally getting those accolades and that recognition, and it feels so good. Like, it's so good, guys. But for the end of the month, this is January going into February, March, maybe even as far out as April, we've got the Seven of Swords. So there may be some people around you or situations that maybe at first felt really good and looked really good on paper, but you're realizing a little further into this that, oh, maybe this isn't such a good idea. Those of you who I was talking about the house example and like things leveling up with work, I'm not talking about that. Again, this is something else, something completely different than what we were talking about just a moment ago. This could even look to some of you like you're finding out there's been lies, deception, cheating in a significant relationship. It doesn't have to be, you know, cheating, I guess, is specific to a significant other. It doesn't always have to be a significant other. It could be like backstabbing, rumors, lies, just someone feeling very deceived by someone around them. And also, this could even be you know, possibly doing this to someone else. So it's not always this happening to you. This could be you maybe doing this to someone else, and just the fact this is showing up, this is reminding you, hey, let's be good people here. And you realizing, yeah, I probably shouldn't be talking about my significant other to my girlfriend or my boss or, you know, whatever, and just kind of bringing that back to private information. And because word gets around, you know, what goes around comes around. Things do come back to bite us if we're not careful. And if you're the one perpetuating, you know, gossip or doing something like that, you could be called out. But if that's not you at all, just watch out. I won't say be paranoid, but just use your intuition and make sure that you're sharing information with people that deserve to know, that aren't going to go blab it all over if that's what's going on here. Or, you know, if this is you in a relationship and you've had worries about someone cheating, or like intuitions or gut feelings that someone's not being 100%, you know, forthcoming with you, maybe first have a conversation with them and feel them out, you know, read their body language, just try to use your heart to sense that if this person's telling the truth or not, because that can really help you avoid a lot of headache and a lot of finger pointing later on. If this person is being genuine, you'll know. So use your intuition with that. But for the best path to follow, we've got the Four of Swords. So make sure you're taking breaks. Make sure you're resting. You're doing the self-love, the self-care thing. Because remember, the year of 2022 is a universal year 6. And this is all about us taking care of ourselves, getting back to basics, and, you know, clearing out what's not really in our best interest as well. So this is us coming out of 2021, which is a year about change, conflict, upheaval. This is us kind of licking our wounds and coming to a new normal or a new balance. I hate that whole new normal thing, but I'm not talking, you know, pandemic vibes. I'm just talking new normal within your life, like creating something that you can actually be proud and excited about. So your best path to follow would be to make sure you're taking breaks, you're resting, you're allowing yourself time to lick any wounds or do any healing that needs to be done. So for your wish coming true here, we have the Ruler of Cups, which is the King of Cups, I do believe, in this deck. But this is all about being really balanced and temperate with your emotions, because that King of Cups, they're not allowing their emotions to run the show. Yes, they are using and utilizing and checking in with their emotions as they go, but they're not allowing those emotions to hip check logic out of the way. So this is you balancing your emotions, your logic, your intuition, and really feeling to a great conclusion. And also maybe just having a significant other or a friend or someone with a kind of King of Cups energy really paying a lot of attention to you. It could even be a boss or someone that's really, you've come on their radar at work, and that's going to pay off because maybe a promotion or a raise or just some accolades or some sort of reward or gift for such a job well done. You're being recognized by someone who really can feel your heart and your actual beautiful energy, and it feels good. It really does. You know, again, it just feels so good to finally be treated like a queen or a king, or treated like with a lot of respect, and you know, someone saying they're proud of you possibly, or just showing a lot of love and dedication to you because you deserve it, not because they're trying to get something out of you, but because you actually deserve it. But for the outcome, we have the Three of Swords, which, you know, is about sorrow, it's about heartbreak and possibly grief. So I definitely want to pull two clarifiers. We're going to go with two clarifiers on this one, just to see what this Three of Swords can be. For over half of you, I'm already sensing this is past energy that's just coming up for you to heal once and for all. But for the other half or so of you, I'm actually seeing about 60% this is past energy. You kind of already know about it at the time of this reading. The other 40% of you, this is something happening this month that's really heartbreaking. Could even be tied to lies, deception, cheating with a significant other, or lies and deception with someone you love and know, you know, the rumors, all that stuff we were talking about earlier. But if that doesn't resonate, it's not really on your radar yet, just feel it out this month. See what's going on. Because I don't think this outcome is for all of you. Really, I don't. And if it is for you, it really just feels like past energy that's cycling back around. Could be the anniversary of a death of a loved one, the anniversary of a breakup, just a really rough time of year, just for other reasons other than, oh, it's January 2022 and this new thing is happening. It's just, it feels cyclical to me. So something that's coming back around. Could even be a passed over loved one's birthday month, something like that. And that's what I'm seeing for a majority of you, about 60% of you. And about 20% of you, I'm really seeing that this really isn't even your message at all, and that's where I said discretion's coming in, so use discretion. And then the other 20% of you, this is something happening this month that is going to be a little heartbreaking, dealing with a significant relationship in your life. All right, let's see. Woo, we got two right here. The Eight of Wands and the Two of Wands. So whatever this is, it's going to come in swiftly, and you're going to be able to plan your way through it. It's not going to completely knock you off your feet. For both those who are experiencing this as past energy coming in, or those of you who are experiencing this as something that has happened this month as a loss or a breakup or a heartache of some sort, you're going to be able to make a plan and really think quick on your feet for your best possible outcome. So no matter what is happening to you this month, you're going to know what's up. You're going to be able to take the absolute best care of yourself through any significant shifts, changes, upheavals, whatever this is. You're going to be in charge and taking care of yourself like no other. Specifically and especially if you are taking care of yourself in every moment, checking in with yourself constantly, doing the self-love, the self-care thing. This is really going to benefit you with anything that comes up this month. But 60% of you, this is just past stuff coming up again, and you can really feel it, to heal it, to deal with it, and move on. Maybe you are even reprogramming your subconscious mind or releasing trapped emotions within the body. Reading the book, The Emotion Code, can really help you through this. It's The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. I'll put the names of it over here, or the name of it, not names of it, so you can look into that book. So let's go ahead and get into your Oracle cards. All right, so we're going to start right here with this 9th house card, Exploration. You've got the number 47 here, which adds up to 11. This could be going on a trip with someone you are very close to, a very Two of Cups, soulmate, soul vibe, soul tribe energy. But pairing this 9th house exploration up with progressions and journey, could be a trip in this going on this month. Some sort of vacation planned, a trip, could be a cruise. I do see a boat here. I don't know if you've already got a cruise planned. This is just saying that's going to be a really great and beneficial time for you. We've also got an 11 here. So 11, 11, 56 and 47 both add up to each be 11. Wow, 11, 11, awakening, spiritual awakening, twin flame union, soulmate union, just coming together with like-minded people, maybe going on a trip with family, friends, could even be by yourself just to do some self-exploration, because there's a lot of internal stuff going on for you guys this month. But if you are already having a trip planned with other people, that's perfectly amazing too. We have the trust card here, which we can interpret a few different ways. For those of you who are maybe dealing with some deception, heartache, heartbreak, cheating, whatever that looks like, this is you trusting yourself that this person can't talk their way out of it. For others of you in that situation, this could be you trusting what this person is saying, whichever one resonates. You can take it a couple ways. So your intuition, and the good thing is your intuition will be on point with this King of Cups, kind of as the wish coming true for you this month. So trust your intuition always, 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 always. Especially this month, but always. Some of you, there's two boats actually, or little raft, skiff, I don't know what that's called, rowboat. But yeah, this is you possibly going to some sort of more tropical location this month. Could even be near the full moon, maybe even near the new moon. Those points are really going to be times where you are really more intuitive and more in your feels, or trusting yourself a lot more. But with the Solitude card, this really just goes back to that Four of Swords here, of taking care of yourself, having time spent alone that you can really process whatever's going on in your life, because we do need a processing time after something major happens in life. We need time to process that information or that situation or whatever it was. So making sure you're allowing yourself time to take care of yourself, meditate, spend time journaling, you know, whatever really feels good for you, because not everybody likes to journal, not everyone likes to meditate. So just use your own, again, intuition as to what this means for you. Could even just be out near water, maybe on a boat, sailing around, or just sitting near water. Even if you're in the northern hemisphere where it's more cold this time of year, you just may wanting to sit all bundled up next to the river or the ocean, and just being in the vibe of Mother Nature and water. Water is very healing. It helps you really process your emotions. Being in it or near it both have a very beautiful and beneficial effect. But we also have here break the chain. So ancestral patterns, healing and rewriting the future. So some of you may be breaking chains or breaking up with a family member that has been weighing you down, or toxic or narcissistic possibly, or just separating your energy from them for a while so you can really feel into, is this relationship even a good idea? Could be a family member, could be a friend, significant other, relationship, a situation, whatever resonates. You could take this so many ways because you guys are my vastest spectrum of viewers here, so just take what resonates. But you are breaking the chain, you're breaking the cycle, you're feeling into your logic and emotions both, balancing that out. And with this Seeker of Coins, or the Page of Pentacles here, you are starting something new. But again, beginner energy. So a lot of times when those things from the past crumble away, we may not always know exactly what our next steps are. And sometimes we can just, you know, it's after that butterfly comes out of the chrysalis, and those wings need, the blood needs to pump into the wings, and the wings need to dry out before the butterfly can just instantly take flight. There is like a recalibration process, or a processing period that needs to take place. And that's kind of what you're doing with this Page of Pentacles as your underlying energy, mixing with leaving the past behind. But then we have the Priestess energy here. How are you being called to step up and lead? This is you taking on that more leadership role with this King of Cups here. This might just be a collective theme, because all three groups have had that kingly or that emperor energy. Taking control of our own lives is going to be like a major theme for all of the collective in 2022, because this is about more internal guidance rather than external guidance. And knowing that we are our own authorities, you know, at least those of us over 18, right? When you are still under 18, your parents are still your authorities, but even then, they may not always know what's best for you, but, you know, we got to play by the rules, I guess, in the Matrix. But then we have some self-care cards, because I think it's very important all the time to know what our self-care is. But specifically for you guys, lots is going on for you with that Four of Swords, the Solitude here, and just knowing when to pull your energy back, and when to take care of yourself. It's very important. But we have self-worth, which these have really cute messages on the back that I'm going to read. So why settle for crumbs when you deserve the whole meal? Yes, You're not playing it small anymore. You are stepping into your full authenticity, your full light, your full authority of your life, and not settling for anything less. And for some of you, that does look like breaking up with your past, breaking up with a friend, a family member, a significant other, a job, a location that just no longer resonates because you know you're worth better and deserve more. We also have the action card, which on the back says baby steps are still steps and they're better than standing still. Of course, there may be those times where you do need to stand still, but this month is perfect opportunity for you to actually make some decisions about your life and step into the role of authority of your life, like we've been talking about, and take steps, even if they're baby steps, because Seeker of Coins here, Page of Pentacles, baby steps, very young, beginning, fresh energy you're bringing into this. So make sure you are taking time to temper yourself and rest when you need to, but then there is that forward momentum and forward action that you're taking as well. So wow, group 3, you guys are amazing. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please let me know below any stories you want to share, any thoughts, if you're excited, if this stinks and you don't want anything to do with this, let me know all the things. My feelings won't be hurt as long as you're respectful. And also be respectful of other people in the comments too, which I normally don't have a problem with that here, so that's yay. But thanks again so much, you guys, for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things, and I really truly do hope to see you right here back at the Done Creative, also over on my live stream channel, the Done Creative Live, and also my Patreon, which both those things are linked in the description below, and I hope to see you over there in the High Vibe Tribe. All right, bye!